Hello everybody, welcome back to wolfeei Extras. Today we're going to be talking about MCC players and what's going on with, like, whether they're in or not. Because I was looking on the Reddit and it seems like there's a lot of confusion. So I'll be addressing it for what I know, to some extent, of course. First, this post, very confusing what happened here. Anyways, SB737, you know, the person who was pretty prominent in MCC, or like was very frequently in to some extent, and then took a long break or wasn't in for a long time. Apparently signed up for the last MCC, you know, the MCC 29 first season 3 MCC, and didn't get in, which I'm surprised by. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I feel like he should have been in. So not sure what happened there. Maybe just wasn't wasn't easy enough to fit him onto a team. I'm not sure. So that's a little interesting. I know some people were talking about, like, oh, it's more likely that he's in, and then they were talking about, like, oh, newcomers on other posts as well. Then there was this post, which I saw, which is about, like, oh, letting more newcomers play in MCC, sticking to the OG players and popular streamers. It's like Scott sweating, making a decision. He's going for the right option for the most part. And then, yeah, this is about SB. There was this post, or this comment, which let me read this, right? I mean, there's enough space for a few newcomers, with the people that are that were confirmed as officially out of the roster with the new season. I don't remember who was unfollowed, but if I remember correctly, Fundy and Wisp are both out. That is 50% correct. I did my thing. We'll get to that in a bit. I don't think we're expecting like 10 newcomers per event, but we could deal with 1 or 2 for the next few events to shake things up. I agree. I think it's more likely to be like one every... It's either going to be like 1 per event, or maybe like 2, 1, and then none for the other, and then something like that. Maybe even 1, and then this do no newcomers, and then another 1. It's going to be really difficult because a lot of the actual like newcomers that we are at least aware of, that are either interested or on the waitlist or whatever, are all near the top percentage of skill level players, where adding too many of those people at once really changes the way teams look in MCC and the way MCC is played, in my opinion. So they can't add too many people in a short amount of time, and that's within like 3 events. If they add like 5 newcomers, that could already mess things up quite a bit. So I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But very interesting. Not sure where you got the whole Wisp unfollowed from, because I went through this entire following list, all 104 of them. We're gonna scroll past all of these people. Here, actually, let's just go over. I have them on the tier list as well. So there's players. There's the Minecraft account. I think that's because Minecraft features MCC on their thing now. There's someone who worked for the event at some point. Antfrost's alt account is on here, which I thought was interesting. Muselk, who's only played once. There's some other people. MCC Island account. Some more people. Pokimane is still on here, even though she's played once and pretty sure confirmed that she's never going to return. We have some more people. I thought there was more notable things. Here's all the simmers. Then you have Ios Cupquake, who I don't recall if she's ever played in the event. Maybe in MCC like 1 or like 2, but she hasn't played in a long time. I know she was supposed to be one of the originators of the event, but she hasn't played. And then there's some other Nox crew. So here's the entire tier list. I don't think this is easy to read. I'll try to make it easier to read. This whole top tier is all the players throughout all the MCCs that are currently, as of today, Tuesday, 11th of April at 4 p.m., I guess 3 p.m. UK time is a good way to put it. These are all the people that are followed. Now, there's some interesting things going on here. If you look at, because I already went over the list. If you look at the people, this is all the people that have ever played in MCC. If you look at the 6 people down here, you would think, shouldn't they also be followed by the MCC account when some of the other people here are followed by the MCC account? Arguably, there's even more. I just didn't want to put like a bunch of people there. Fundy makes sense because he like officially isn't playing MCC anymore. But some of the picks here are a little interesting. Ant Venom's not followed by the MCC account? Why? He's literally in the event. That doesn't make any sense. Same with Tina. Tina's literally a regular player. What's going on? I don't get it. Probably just an oversight. Probably not something that they prioritize doing, because to be fair, they don't really need to prioritize it. But it's interesting that, like, when someone gets announced, you don't just follow them on the account. I thought Sykkuno was another interesting one. I put him a tier higher because Ray is in the list of people that are followed. And I swear Sykkuno has played the exact same amount of events as Ray, even on her team most of the time, except for the underdogs one. But for the most part, same team. I think I might be wrong. Either way, very confused. I don't know how that is fair, I guess. I mean, I don't think they give a single crap, but it's a little interesting. Bitzel, the bottom three people here is arguable. Bitzel, I know, is kind of supposed to not be in MCC as much. Or I think Scott doesn't really want to put him in as much, if I had to guess, because it doesn't really make that much sense. There's other people that have only played a few events that are still followed, and then Bitzel isn't, so it's a little, like, up in the air, like, what's going on here? Catherine Elizabeth, pretty sure, I mean, she played in MCC 14. I mean, she hasn't played in a long time, but I feel like she would be a candidate for being followed. Mefs is, like, even more up in the air, because I'll give you some insight here. This might be a little bit of a leak. Mefs is still in the MCC player server, in the Discord server. Don't ask me how I know that. No, it was not Fire Breath Man. That is true, by the way. It was not Shane. Shane did not tell me. But that was interesting to find out. So, I don't know what's up there. Take that information as you wish. But yeah, there's some people in here that I think should be followed by the MCC account if some of the other people are followed. I mean, there's a lot of arguments to make, I guess, because, like, B-Dubs is followed. He played one event and probably isn't returning, or at least not often. Maybe for Pride, but look, why is B-Dubs followed and not, like, Crank? Why is he not followed? Jacksepticeye is followed. Why not Crank? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Here, put him up here as well. Well, Jacksepticeye is followed. Why not Crank Gameplays? That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just super confused. I don't know what they're doing over at the Nox crew and at the Minecraft Championship, but something's up. Not sure what's up. But things are a little messy. So whoever this is, the Twitter follow list isn't really a good thing to go off of, because even Ant Venom isn't followed by the MCC account on Twitter, and he's in the event. So not sure what happened there. But yeah, for the rest, I have no more info on the next MCC, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. Tomorrow, probably, unless there's MCC news, tomorrow is probably going to be about how the Block Wars teams are made. So, you know, sit and wait for that video to come out. All right, goodbye.